a little high. Thankfully, we're out of the area as far as airspace goes, so that's okay. But we want to fly midfield, that's what I said we're going to do. So look at the field, divide it into two, and go right down the middle. Right now, we're going down the approach into 3-6, so I want you to head over this way more.
So you want to go right over the middle?
Yep.
All right.
And what I want you to do is get rid of that blade flapping. We want to fly neighborly. So what we'll do is we'll increase airspeed and collective so that we take away that blade flap.
Okay.
Don't worry about that. That's not a priority. I'll worry about that, but I'm just letting you know what I'm doing. I just want you to fly. Because that slapping is freaking loud down there.
Yeah.
It's coming through our headsets. Imagine how loud it is for people down there that don't have any headsets on. False Rivers area traffic, helicopter 7529er Victor is currently passing the numbers of 3-6, passing over midfield, 1,000 feet, descending for the airport elevation. We're going to be doing right traffic to runway 18, False Rivers. Cool, you see all the information I'm giving them?
Yeah.
Cool, so that's what I want you to do.
All right.
So we're going midfield because also midfield is normally where the windsock is located. Where you can normally count on it. Yep, you can see it, we just can't read it yet. So go ahead and start descending for airport elevation. We, as helicopters, want to be at 500 feet instead of 1,000 feet like we are. So we need to start descending. We need to start bringing back the airspeed because we know we're going to use 60 knots for final. So go ahead and bring that nose up. Okay, so we're right about that. It'll be a quartering headwind now instead of a quartering tailwind. So let's get a little distance about where that trailer is, and then we'll turn to our downwind leg. So you're going to say, False Rivers area traffic helicopter 7529 Victor is crossing, just crossed midfield, entering the right downwind for runway 18, False Rivers.
False River traffic, runway, or helicopter 7529 Victor just crossed midfield, entering right traffic for runway 18, False River.
Evo Cafe Kilo, Cherokee 63 Kilo is southbound departure, departing the pattern, Evo.
Alright, so let's get down to the elevation and altitude we need to be at. We've already passed the beam, so what are we going to do?
We do a gauge check. All the green lights out, fuel good.
Let's wait and turn for a minute. We need some more distance. We don't want to get any closer, so 60 knots. We're looking for 300 feet on final, so this leg turning base, we want to be at 400 feet. And right now we're on track to get down to 400 feet. Let's hold that 60 knots, and we're starting to drop like a rock, so we'll add collective and hold the nose where it's at because we like our airspeed. Okay, so now we want to go ahead and keep descending down to that 300 mark. Go ahead and let them know we're turning final for runway 18.
Helicopter 792 Victor, False River traffic, turning right to runway 18, False River. Yeah, I forgot the False River at the beginning.
False River traffic, helicopter 7529 Victor, currently turning final for runway 18, False Rivers. Okay. So you want to tell them final, that lets you know, that lets them know we're about to land. So let's get this going down, sight pictures there. Let's start decreasing airspeed and altitude. Not too dramatic, nice and soft. You got some cross. Let's go ahead and fix that trim there by putting that right pedal in because we're reducing collective. So once we're this low, don't worry about trim anymore.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to overfly the numbers of 18. We'll go down to the aiming points of 18. Those refrigerators down there. Let's get lined up with the center line. Let's get rid of that descent rate, 3,300 rule. We want to make sure we have less than 300 once we come under 30. Let's ride that ETL. The wind's shifted, of course. So up my controls.
Your controls.
Alright. So we're going to switch over to 3-6. False Rivers area traffic helicopter 7529 Victor is over the aiming points of runway 18. We're going to be switching to runway 36, so we're going to be entering a right downwind for 36 False Rivers. So I'm going to go ahead and just get us set up for downwind. I don't like that tailwind going on. That 45 5 knots, let the nose start coming up. I got that tree tight. Go for 60, not bringing the nose up too much. My 60, there's my 300 feet, clear left, clear above,
Clear right?
clear right. Holding that 60. Coming up on my 500 foot of altitude. Want to have some nice distance from the runway. We don't yet, so I'm going to get some more situational distance. I'm looking at these. This tree line is what I'm using as a marker.
Okay.
I've got my altitude, so I'm going to increase my airspeed up to 70 knots. That's our pattern airspeed. There's my 70. If I'm still climbing, then I reduce collective. Reducing. Get lined up. We're about to pass a beam, so what are we doing?
Do a gauge check, all the green lights out, fuel good.
Okay, so go ahead and make a radio call, let them know we're on the right downwind for runway 36.
False River track, Copter 7529 Victor, downwind, right traffic, runway 36, False River.
There we go, that was a solid call.
Give it up traffic, coming out to the 5 miles.
So we want to get some good distance.
East of the field.
We're going to go to the numbers of 36. Numbers of 36, so just go ahead and gauge how far you think you should go. You let me know when you're ready to turn. A little bit more, okay. Yeah, always remember it's better to have more time than less. So if you're a little long, cool. If you're a little short, not cool, because you're going to overfly it.
Alright, so I'm going to turn right.
Yep, clear left,
Clear right.
clear above. So we did our gauges check, lights are out, RPM in the green fuel is good. We're allowed to come down now that we've done that. A beam check. We'll start getting down on altitude or high. Clear left,
Clear right.
clear above. There's our 300 feet. Now let's get set up for you to find your sight picture. So 60 knots, 300 feet, get rid of that descent. Alright. Alright, whenever you see your sight picture, go ahead and start.
Alright.
I see mine. Go ahead, start descending. Lower that collective 1 to 2 inches. Start a small descent. Slowly reduce airspeed. Right now you're on a good pace. So rate of descent, rate of closure, rate of deceleration, all those things need to line up. Make a beautiful approach. So far she's looking good. You're keeping that sight picture right where it should be. Things are looking nice. Okay, so now we're getting a little shallow, so go ahead and hold that altitude. There you go. There you go. Now you can continue. Now we're looking good. Okay, getting a little shallow again. Okay, now back down. Okay, start reducing that airspeed. Rate of closures, 3,300. We're not exceeding. Raising that collective to get rid of that rate of descent, because as we lose airspeed, our rate of descent is going to increase. Our need for collective is going to increase. We want to terminate in a 3 to 5 foot hover. Okay, cool. Alright, so we're going to hang out here for a second. Clear left.
Clear right.
I got controls for a second.
Your controls.
Okay, so you're going to work on hovering. I want you to stay at this height. I want you to stay over this spot, so keep these numbers in sight. I want you to remember that your backwards track is my least favorite of all tracks. So if you move forward, that's okay. A little less control, a little less. There we go. A lot smoother. We're yawing to the right, so you fix that with left pedal. As soon as you add left pedal, collective change is going to need to change a little bit. Okay, so let's get lined up with this center line again. Use that as our point now. False River traffic, helicopter 7529 Victor is doing hover work over the numbers of 36 and the runway. Any traffic, please advise. False River. Okay, keep going. There we go. There. there. There you go. Now we're looking solid. More collective, more collective. Don't let it sink too low. I want you to stay about this high. So as you can see, as soon as you put one input in, you got to put other inputs in. It's never just one thing. You got to combine all the controls and remember that they all work together. They're all there because one control requires another control. So they're all three there. They didn't just think we'd get bored. Calm it down.
I don't even know where that came from.
Okay, you got him?
Got him.
There, that's much more control. Keep it nice and easy. When you over control, you're only fighting yourself. That's why I don't like the backwards right there. When you think about it, that tail's getting really low to the ground. Okay, so I would rather you creep forward than go backwards. And also, got to keep in mind that the wind is going to change what you need to do every second. Our responsibility is to hold the hover. We don't need to worry about what control inputs it takes. We just need to do what it takes to hold that hover. So, plenty of outside influences, but that's why you have movable controls, so you can change them. Okay. Looking good. More solid. Alright, let's get back over here to the center line.
Alright.
We're going to use this next line as our spot. And you got him?
I got him.
You need to be looking out about 10 to 20 feet in front of you for using your spot. See, if we look at like for example, if I look at the beginning, I got the controls. If I look at the beginning of this line, I get much more sensitive because it's so close. If I look at the end of the line, I am much less likely to move things about because it's a further distance away.
Okay.
And I keep a much more stable hover. So I want your spot to be about where the end of this line right in front of us is.
Okay.
Alright, you ready?
Got it.
You got him.
It just gets worse and worse.
Yep. It does. Whenever you start stirring the pot, it just gets worse. So just remember, keep them small, keep them smooth. Okay, my controls.
Your controls.
Okay, we're going to do some more pattern work. On the go. False River traffic helicopter 7529 Victor on the go, runway 36, right pattern, false rivers. Yeah, that crosswind picked up right there at the end. That's why I got bad on you.
Right on.
It took me a second to get it back, so don't feel too bad about that last second.
Yeah, I noticed it wasn't coming right back up, put my feet down.
Alright, so you got him?
Alright, I got him.
You got him.
60 knots, 60 knots,
300 feet.
300.
Clear left.
Clear right.
Clear above. Go ahead and make a turn. As soon as we clear it, you can start turning. Hold that 60 knots, maybe go up to 65, that'd be fine. But we want that 400 feet, so you're still climbing. Things are looking good. Turn at 90 degrees, so turn out on east. There's east. For 70 knots, we already have our altitude. Let's stop our climb. Actually, we're a good distance away. We want to be over this tree line about.
Alright, so clear right.
Left, clear above. Not too steep. Watching that. There we go. 30 degrees is fine. Holding that 70 knots. And sometimes, like right now, when we have to hold airspeed and altitude, we can't change those things to get that blade slap to go away.
Yeah.
That's why I'm telling you to never worry about it. I'll take care of that. So I want you to hold that 70 70 knots and at 500 feet. There we go.
Is that just an ugly crosswind? It's keeping us out of trim, or?
Yep. Yeah, it's starting to come from this direction,
Yeah.
so we can